Alright, so we're at Evansville, and we have a stacked class of 3 whole people. We have Austin Mulhern to my left, and Hunter Thompson to my right. And it's pretty dusty, 90-degree day outside. And yeah, I'm just going to let the start play out.
Next line, 10 seconds.
So as you can see, I got off to a pretty decent start. The bike didn't stall, so that's always a plus. But I mean, me and Austin are going to battle here for a little bit. It's a pretty good battle. I had some fun. Kind of pushed a little too hard in the beginning though, and made myself pretty tired. But Austin eventually ends up getting around me. As you can see, Austin made a mistake there and then let me get around him for a little bit. And we're just going through these tight, I don't even know what you'd call these, quad trails, I guess. My riding gear is actually pretty good. I was flowing pretty good. I just need to train a little bit more because I kind of get myself tired out pretty fast. Right here, we're coming out of the woods back onto the motocross track. This part of the track is pretty fun. It's really actually like the only part of the track I like. I'm personally not really a big fan of this track. And it's super dusty right here. You can see there's a guy down. I don't know if he was okay. I hope he was, but it seems like he went down pretty hard. Get pretty wide open on some of these straights, but I was kind of having issues with the dust, so I couldn't get it open too much, but the straightaway was so much fun, just being able to, you were able to like triple down that first jump. But this jump was pretty sketchy with such a steep lip. As you can see, I'm revving at this guy, and I was revving at him for a decent amount of time, probably like a minute, and then right here, I finally yell at him to get out of the way.
Thank you.
I actually like this downhill part. I've never seen this personally on this track, but I thought this was pretty cool that they went all the way down this. Normally, I don't think it's on there. It might be, but I don't really remember. So this is just a jump line, but it's going backwards because they run this track backwards. They run it both ways. So this is the backwards way that they're running right now, and you literally couldn't jump it. You couldn't jump through the jump line. And I thought it was pretty stupid. And then now it's coming into it's really muddy down here and super deep. And this got super gnarly by the end of the race. You can see Austin gets around me right here. I get him back one more time, and then he'll end up getting around me again. But right here, there's a rut. It's like probably 2 feet deep to the right. But this was just super slow, and it got even worse as the race went on. I was just trying not to get roosted through here. And now we're coming into like a little creek crossing, which was nice if you wanted to get cooled off, but it's kind of hard to splash yourself. And this is just a muddy uphill and downhill. Yeah, I skipped through it, so it kind of sucked. It was annoying. And this is the part of the track. This is why I don't really like this track. It's just quad trails. There's no like real woods. I don't know. This track is not really that fun. Some people really like it though. And then Austin makes a mistake here and goes down past the turn. And I get by him. I can't remember what his name is, but right here, I let Caleb Hoffman go by. Now we're coming into like a whooped out straightaway. Right up here, Caleb makes a pretty crazy pass. He just holds it wide open. You could hear his bike. He was just... Right here, I kind of got turned around. I didn't know if this was like the actual part of the track, and then Austin gets around me because of it. So does Zach Gulick. That's kind of the last I see of Austin. I see him a couple times, like on different parts of the track, but I never catch up to him again after this. I was just really struggling through this quad trail part. Gets around me. Now we're kind of coming back onto the moto, but now it's going to go into that kind of like tight quad trail stuff right that was on the beginning of the track. It's always super dusty on this track. Even sometimes it'll be super muddy in the lower like it is today, and then just completely dust fest in the top. This jump, I was gonna jump it, and then I forgot how steep that lip was, and I didn't want to like go over the bars or something, so I kind of half sent it, and I probably would have been better if I just jumped it. Here I'm kind of coming up on the Zach Gulick, and he just dusted me out completely here. I actually saw his goggles on the side of the track, so I didn't know whose they were, and I thought it was kind of weird that someone would throw their goggles, but this section was just so much fun, and it was just wide open down this hill. And there's Zach right there. I assume he was pitting for new goggles after he threw them off. Now we're coming through scoring in second. I mean, I just stayed in second for the whole race. You can see I'm starting to shake my hand. Every time in the beginning of the race, I don't even really get arm pump, but my hands just kind of get sore. And then it goes away after a little bit. Now we're coming up that muddy uphill. This guy right here, he lets me by, and then after I let him by, or he lets me by, I was just spinning tires the whole way up this, so I don't know if I was roosting him or not, but if I was, I'm sorry, but I just thought that was kind of funny, and I felt kind of bad. I don't know if I was hitting him with it or not. This downhill started to get, there was just like braking bumps everywhere, and it was so annoying to have to go down it every lap. Kind of skipped out that trail part because it wasn't very interesting to watch. It was just super slow paced, and now we're kind of coming onto the dusty quad trail moto part. By the end of this race, we did 7 laps. I went for a total of 2 hours and 21 seconds. Austin had a 1 hour and 54 minute time with 7 laps. If I'm going to want to win in these next races, I'm going to really have to step it up, but coming up this uphill right before the moto track, and It was super, like, not really rough, but at first I was going fast up it, and then towards the end it started to slow down a lot when I was going up it. This is the guy that was in my class. He was in third. He ended up only doing 4 laps. There, I stopped to grab a drink. That was pretty smooth. My dad actually didn't even expect me to do that. He thought I was actually going to stop and grab it, but I just grabbed it out of his hands and it worked pretty well. Going through scoring in second. I dropped my water there. I don't know if they like get mad if you do that or not, but I was doing it just because I didn't want to end up littering on the track. As you can see, I'm kind of just going slow through here. I was kind of tired at this point. I think I was like 45 minutes in, and wasn't super tired, but just the heat was exhausting. It made your whole body get so tired. I start to pick it up a little bit here. This downhill was actually pretty fun. You would like manual over that, and then it was kind of like just finding the smoothest part of the whole thing. Just trying to stay off to the side where it didn't really dip down too much in those little, like, I don't even know what you can call them, dips. Now we're coming through the mud section again, and I don't know if you'll be able to tell too much on the video, but it was definitely much deeper at this point, and it was way slower to go through. I was definitely struggling through it a little bit, but like here, it was just so hard to get through. Coming up this mud hill again, and I'm probably going to cut it out. This was a new section. I've never personally ran this section. I'm not sure if they actually had that in there, like, before I started racing, but part that I haven't really shown too much so far. This is like right before you get into like right where the start of the track is. This is actually pretty fun. It's not too bad. It was a little slick because it was a little wet, but it's all hard packed clay, so it was pretty slippery through here. Not too bad though. Now I'm coming in for a pit stop with my dad.
More water down my back, please.
He's a minute and 10 seconds ahead of you, so don't.
Yeah.
He's getting about 20 seconds a lap on you, so just don't get crazy. Want the new goggles?
This helmet hurts my head so bad right now. How far in am I?
Huh?
How far? How many hours?
You're 1 hour in.
So there's my first pit stop. I was kind of being an asshole a little bit, but my helmet, as you heard me say, it was, I don't know what happened. I took the pads out of it to clean it. I don't know if I didn't put them in right, but my helmet was just hurting the top of my head so bad. I asked him how far I was. We're an hour in at this point. And this is, the GoPro's gonna die here soon. Coming through this deep mud again. I was kind of struggling to find a line. Around the end of the race, I started to find a line through it, but about halfway through still, I was still struggling. So the video is going to end here in a second. Nothing really happens. The GoPro didn't die, but I just ended the video because there was really nothing else to watch. So I ended my day in 3rd place in class out of 3 people. 22nd overall. Pretty happy with the way I rode, but I mean, I could have pushed a little harder, but thank you for watching. I doubt anyone actually made it this far, but if you did, thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.